What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video on the channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be predicting, no, not predicting, oh, oops, my bad. I'm going to be sharing with you guys my NFL Week 9 power rankings. So remember, if you guys like these videos, be sure to subscribe to the channel, as it would help out a lot. And yeah, let's just get straight into this video. Okay, so at number 1, I just kept the Chiefs. They have a bye week, don't want to move them down just because they have a bye week. Okay, number 2 of the Steelers, also kept them still because I wasn't going to move the Chiefs down. So yeah, just kept them at number 2. They blew out the Bengals. So nothing to move them down, but also not enough to move them up. Okay, number 3, I have the New Orleans Saints, and this is just taking into account the first 11 weeks. Nothing about next week where Drew Brees won't be playing. I don't have no idea what's going to happen next week. This is just purely based on last week, okay? Some go saying that the Saints are too obvious. Drew Brees isn't playing. I know that Drew Brees isn't playing, okay? And then if their play falls off because of it, then I will move them lower. But I'm not going to move them lower just because they had one injury. Right, okay, so I'll keep them there. And the reason I have them at number 3 is because I have the Buccaneers at number 4, and I can't justify putting the Buccaneers above the goddamn Saints because the Saints have literally blown them out twice. Right, okay, so I didn't talk about the Saints enough. Right, so I moved the Saints up 2 times, and even though Drew Brees obviously got injured, they still beat the 49ers by 17 points. So yeah, they're my number 3 team, and the Buccaneers number 4. Move them up 5 spots. Oh god. And yeah, it's just they put up a bunch of points on the Panthers. And even though the Panthers defense really isn't the greatest, that's still impressive to put up 46 points. Okay, I put the Bills at number 5, dropped them 1 spot. Don't want to punish them because they lost on a last minute Hail Murray. Okay, number 6 I have the Packers, kept them still. I know that every team here has played down to competition at least 1 week. But this is the worst competition. It's the Jaguars, and you only beat them by 1 point. Oh god. Alright, so I didn't want to move them down because they won, but I also didn't want to move them up higher because they just really didn't show me anything last week. Okay, number 7 is the Ravens. Move them down 4 spots for that loss at the Patriots, and I predict that if they keep on losing, good lord, they're probably not even gonna make the playoffs here. So they're forget winning the division, mate. They gotta at least win some games here so they can at least make it to the wild card because there are a lot of good teams in the AFC. Okay, number 8, I have the Dolphins. Move them up 2 spots for that win against the Chargers. And, their defense is just outstanding. Tua is 3-0 as a starter, and he's been playing very well. Doesn't have a pick yet, I think. And, yeah, okay, I put the Cardinals at 9. I wanted to move them up a little bit higher, but I couldn't justify that because the Dolphins already beat the Cardinals earlier in the season. Right, so that was, it was a good game by them. They didn't deserve to win it because they kind of played a little bit worse than the Bills, but Kyler Murray just made some magic happen and they somehow won that game. Okay. Number 10, I have the Rams. Move them up 4 spots for that impressive win against the Seattle Seahawks. And with that win, they've just tied the whole NFC West up on the top 3 teams. All 3 teams are 6-3. So we'll see what happens there. But the Seahawks are in 3rd place now because they've lost to both the Cardinals and the Rams. So we'll see what lasting impacts that has on their season. Okay, at number 11, I have the Colts. Move them up 2 spots for just saying Tennessee Titans a division rival, and they were just no, we are gonna win this game and we're gonna win the division. Now they obviously have to beat the Tennessee Titans again next week for them to hold on to the tiebreaker and also get another game ahead. But yeah, it's a good start for the Colts, and they played very well against the Titans. Okay, number 12, I have the Raiders. Okay, they literally just beat up on the Broncos, but the Raiders offense, Derek Carr didn't really play too well. Their rushing game was obviously very good, and it was their defense who got 4 picks against Drew Lock. 4 or 5 actually. I don't know, but like that's a lot of picks. And yeah, but like like their offense and more specifically the passing offense didn't really show me enough, so I'll keep them at number 12 here. Okay, number 13, I have the Titans, move them down 6 spots. Like, you could have established a 2-game lead, and you have the tiebreaker, and then, like, that's probably the biggest game of the year so far for them, and they just blew it. They absolutely blew it. So, yeah, I have to move them down for that one. Also, number 14, I have the Seahawks, move them down 6 spots as well. And, like, same thing, man. It's a division rival, and you just blew it. Russell Wilson threw another 2 picks. He has, like, 7 picks in the last 3 or 4 games, I think. So yeah, he hasn't been playing too well ever since that hot start, and like the Seahawks don't really have a very good supporting cast around him. So if Russell Wilson isn't playing good, then the whole team isn't playing good. Okay, at number 15, I have the Browns. Just kept them in the same spot, like not really a defining win against the Houston Texans. Like the rushing game was amazing. Baker Mayfield sucked again. Like, don't really know what to take out of that one. Okay, and number 16, I have the Vikings, move them up 2 spots for that win against the Bears on Monday Night Football. First win for Kirk Cousins on Monday night. Great job, Kirk Cousins. Good Lord, you played 10 games there, and you've only won 1. Yeah, great record on Monday night. Okay, so the Vikings... right. So, like, Dalvin Cook is obviously a very good running back. He's, like, popped off in the last 3 weeks. Now, I still have some questions of their passing game and don't really still trust Kirk Cousins too much. And they really just don't have a secondary. So, like, for those reasons, I have them, like, low. Also, like, they're 4 and 5. Like, they really aren't, like, one of the best teams. But, they deserve to be moved up for that win against the division rivals, the Bears. Okay, number 17 are the Falcons. Kept them still because they had a bye week. Number 18, I have the Giants for that win above the Eagles. And I just put them here because I have the Eagles at 19. And, I got to put the Giants ahead of the Eagles because, like, they literally just beat them. Okay, so 20, I have the 49ers with them down 1 spot for that loss against the Saints. Like, they really need all their players back. Like, Nick Mullins is obviously not the answer. And, yeah, they need all of their players back. And, honestly, like, if I were them, I would, like, it isn't playoffs are out of contention. But, like, I just might, like, tank and then try to get one of the top quarterbacks and move on from Jimmy G, not gonna lie. Okay, number 21. I have the Bears move them down 1 spot for that loss against the Vikings. Like, their offense just, like, sucks. They were on their 3rd-string quarterback there. And, yeah, it was not good. Okay. So, at number 22, I have the New England Patriots. Move them up 7 spots for that win against the Ravens. And that was a defining win against the Ravens. The Ravens are a very good football team. And, like, you're coming in there as 3 and 5. If you don't win, your season's, like, probably already over. I mean, it might already be over. And you just go in there and take care of business and beat one of the best teams in football. So props to you, and I put you at number 22. Okay. So, like, for the next few, Bengals, Chargers, Broncos, and then football team Texans, Panthers. I did move the lines up 2 spots to 26 because they beat the football team. But, like, all the other teams are just basically in the same order as they were, like, in the last week, just because, like, I didn't really see anything from them, so didn't really, like, want to change up the order. And then 30, 31, and 32, Cowboys, Jaguars, and Jets, still same order, none of them won. Okay, so that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you guys did, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Too easy!